All right, so recording started and the transcript is open to you. And after this class, I'll post it on the YouTuber and you will be able to get access to it. So we were using the information given by the previous two tables and then do this. But first of all, remember to recall, we do the time adjustment. So we're using the feature value is equal to your present value plus 1 plus I and n squared. N is the year difference, right? So we can understanding this is any project we already know in the past. And this project is in the future. So those are the information we given to it, but we did not inference here is this one. This 1 plus I and n power here. So this one is the time adjustment index. Okay, this is a time adjustment factory. We see factory is easy to understand in the index because we already use the index to refer to the table, right? So this is the time adjustment factory. So it's 1 plus I and the power is n. The n refer to the difference between the year, the proposed one and the knowing one. So second is we already did the location adjustment. So for the location adjustments, let me write down here. We were using cost of A is divided by cost of D is equal to the index A divided by index D. And then we refer this one as cost A is the proposed project is equal to index A divided by index D in city A and times with cost of D, the past project in city D. So this is the equation we used it before, and now we define this one. The index A of city A divided by the index D of city D, and we refer this one as location adjustment factory. Does that make sense? So now we have defined the two things: time adjustment factory and the location adjustment factory. Okay? And the third one we're going to define is size adjustment. So the size adjustment is quite easy. So your cost in city A divided by your cost, maybe I'm using something different than here. So something here. So we can see this is a cost for the future project and the cost of the cost of the past project, right? And then the index for the feature and the index for the past. And definitely we can change it here. So this is the cost of your feature. And this is your cost of your feature divided your present and your cost of your current your node project. Okay, so so same as here, this F for your feature project and your cost of your past project is equal to the size of your feature project divided by the size of your past project. And actually, how to get in this one is you have the unit is roughly equal to your cost of your feature divided by your cost, divided by the size of your feature. That is equal to your cost of your past divided by your size of the past, right? So you times the size F here, and your times with the cost. Sorry, not times. You divide it with your cost present here, and then you are getting this one, right? So so that is the steps we get in that one. So from this one, maybe I'll keep it and this one. Move this one a little bit up. But if you're taking the notes, you will see it, right? So this is coming down to here. And this you will get your cost of your feature project is equal to the size of your feature and divided by the size of your present times with the cost of your present. So so now you will see this. You will see this. So this is the size of the adjustment factory. Okay. So that is the size adjustment factory. So with those given information, you will see you have the first you came in is time adjustment, and it's equal to, sorry, we can put it here as a cost feature of your cost present, right? So you have your cost of your feature is equal to your cost of present. First, you times with 1 plus I m power. Second, you times with index feature divided by the index present or the past times with your size feature and your size present, right? So this is cost of feature is equal to the cost of your past times with time at adjuster factory times with your location adjustment factory and times with your size adjustment factory. So so this is an equation writing in the cost times with adjustment factories, and this is the equation for the cost times with the exactly numbers or the index or the size from it. So Let me zoom in here. Any questions so far?
Closer to the bottom. Does that
Uh,
say minus cos F? Down
which one? No,
more?
there's nothing about the manners. Is if you see a line over here, that should be divide.
No.
Which one?
Times? Like the
Time
other, this one's times cos P, so is the other one times cos F at the bottom? Right there?
times cost. I did not get it. So
Hmm?
is on the screen right now.
Yeah. Index F over index P times cost F or
Times
okay.
times times. So that is very easy to follow. So
Mm,
you times with the cost p for both sides, and then you're getting this one, right? So any other question? So if no question, take your time to writing down those equations. So those is very important.
I actually got a question, Dr.
Go ahead.
Yuhan.
Go ahead.
All right, so what's that word in the green box? It start with a Z. What is that?
That is
That's
index.
index?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. Any other question?
Yeah, so you see how you have highlighted cost F, the yellow one?
Uh-huh.
What is this? It says cost P times
Time adjustment.
it's time adjustment times I can't read
Times adjustment, times with location adjustment,
it. Okay,
times with size adjustment.
location.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Good. Thank you. All right. Okay, so that's the foundation. We already understanding how to do this, right? So and for each of those, and you will see from here, cost adjustments. I mean, sorry, the size adjustment,
Doctor,
the
you want
size, the size adjust. Yeah, where
that's good.
you still looking for this one?
Yeah.
Okay. So for the size adjustment, if your given question is only to deal with size adjustment, so you are getting the cost of your federal project is equal to your size adjustment factory, size factor divided by the size current or the past times with the cost current, right? So you can do with this. So if your given question is only asking about the location adjustment, so you get your cost of your proposed feature project, that will be equal to the index F divided by index P. It means the location index for the future project divided by the location index of your past or the current project times with the, so here is the multiple or times um, with your cost for your future, uh, cost for your present project. So that is a writing down error here. This is your cost of your past project, okay? So it's given the explanation over here. So because you only know this, right? So the next one you have is the time adjustments. So you should be able to figure out that is the time value. You put your money into the bank and they will give interest to you. Like And that is the same way. If you do not do this, you put in your project should give you the same return. So we are using 1 plus I and the n part here, and the n showing the year difference. And this one is cost of your past or the present project, and this F is you're going to find out this is your future project. So looking back to this case study here, the first of you are using give you 2 minutes if you already did it. If you did not do it, because I see 10 students did not did it. So figure out those questions. So I will asking each of you to answer the question. So the first question is, what is your cost for your P? Right? Because you're going to use it to find the cost F with your time adjustment factor, which is what? The size and adjust factor is equal to what? And also your location adjustment factor. Right? So so that is the question. If you're reading those, you should know, right? So let me go ahead to see if anyone can tell me what is it. Manson, can you tell me what is the cost P? Manson,
Dr. Yuan, I got a question.
go ahead.
All right, so will you be going over this? Like, is this an example, or are we supposed to just solve this?
We already solved the similar questions before, and this is a continued question. So
No, of course. But I'm saying you're not gonna walk through.
So you did not attending class last time on Tuesday, right?
No, I was here, but I just came a little late,
Okay, gotcha.
so I'm a little confused. But I can stop by your
Yeah,
office hours.
I'm asking a question. If anyone can answer it right now, and later on, if no one can answer, I need to go through. Yeah, that's the key. If not, if only you don't know, you can go back to see our video recording. So we have every class is recorded. Okay. So
You're asking for P right now, Dr. Yuhan?
yeah, Grace, do you know which one is P?
Should that be the 2 million?
Yes, this is the P. Okay, so so this is the P, because you know this is a similar project, and okay, so thank you, Grace. So next question is how to find in the let's try a easy one. So what is the size adjustment for this question? Size adjustment. So Josh, can you you want volunteer? Yeah, go ahead, Grace.
Did you want Josh to answer or me?
You, yes.
Is that the 38,500 square feet?
So 38,500 square feet. So this is the size. Size for what?
That's the size for the for P.
Yes, thank you. So we have the size SIZE F divided by the size of the P. So this is the size P. So what is the size F? Josh? Bob, you can say it if you know. Yeah.
Is it 62,700 square foot?
So this is the size P or F. this is size F, right? Because you propose to do this one. So you prepared to do a concept estimating for a building with that size. So
I
that
got a
is size
question.
F. Yeah, go ahead.
Is the size F always bigger than the size P?
No, it's really depends on your problem statement. So if you refer to any of the question like we did it before, for example, you have that one, right? So in this table you will see those size is varied from 16 and to 20, right? So that means the project you conducted before maybe have a different size than the project you conduct in the future. So it can be smaller than 8 or it can be more than 8. But for those questions with this table, and we prefer the sense is within this range because we can likely to using the information here to do the estimates here, right? But for this question, with the time and the location adjustment here, it's more likely have the different number. So so this size for the future should be different to the size of your current, but less than it or more than it, we don't know. Okay. So okay, let's continue with that
So
one.
size F over size P is gonna be 1.628.
So let me put the number in and then if you prefer this, right? So that will be
1.6285. Not sure how many.
1.6285.
Mm-hmm.
So if you put in the number in, that is equal to 62700 divided by 38500,
500.
right? So that's the final results. Okay. So I'm writing down. Then I'll perform the regular how we do this, but I'm breaking up this one into pieces and let you know why we do this. Okay. So let's try another simple one. The second simplest for this question is a location adjustment, right? So for the location adjustment, we know the index is equal to the location index, your feature divided by your location index present. So could you tell me in which city your feature project will be going for? And what is the index number for this feature project?
Would it be city B?
Yes, because your building will be constructed 3 years from now in city B. So then this is your index feature projects and it's index city B, right? So the city B index we need to use in this table here. So that is 1.170. 1.170. And putting the number here is equal to 1.170 divided by. Next question is what is the index for P and in which city and the number?
City E.
City E here. And if we go back to the table and see city E is equal to 1.24. So we write down here, index present is equal to index city E is equal to 1.24, right? So and you will see this number will be less than
0.94.
0.94.
You want 4 decimal places?
Yes, please.
3.5.
3.5. So keep 4 decimal please for all of them, and it will be better, right? So so that's the easy thing. And now we're going to see the challenge here is the time adjustment, right? So maybe we can try if anyone know the time adjustment here, and then we can break into the pieces with the 4 cash flow charts, and then use it to show more detail about the results, right? So okay. Is anyone want to volunteer what is the time here, time adjustment factor here, and give me the exactly the number. And also, if you can tell me how to get it, that would be beautiful. So that will be equal to 1 plus I n. So what's the number for n?
N's gonna be, is that gonna be 3 minus -2, so 5?
3 minus
Minus,
2 is equal to 5. So 3 is because your project will be 3 years from now. And 2 is because your project is 2 years ago. So the difference between that is 5 years, correct? So the I, how to get in I? So the I, we already get it, right? We already get it from previous one. So let's do this one again, and how we get it. So so when you're finding time adjustment factory, 1 plus I n power. So first, you need to find I.
Is time adjustment the same as time index?
Yes, you're right. Time adjustment, I mean, using this value over, I'm sorry, time adjustments factory is different to the time index. So time index is that sense. That is a time index. Okay, so I needed to use in this table. So how to get a picture for this, and
You just use the formula and solve for I, don't you?
coming to here. Okay, so that is the table we used before. We have those index here, and we call this as the time index. And we're going to use it to finding the I. And then we're putting I back to here. We call this is adjustment factory. So
No, there you are.
uh-huh.
Isn't it just the F equals P parentheses 1 plus IN, and then you solve for I and plug in?
You're right. So is F is equal to P1 plus I N, and then you are finding the I, right? So, but for this one is how you will define that. Let's try again, okay? So first of all, you get in this one, you will be draw a straight line here, and point out to the right, sorry, left from the right. So this is your year. Another mean is your time. And you will see here is 3 years ago, -3, 2 years ago, -2, 1 year ago, -1, and the current year, this is 0. So we're always using the maximum year difference. So you will see this is 358, and this is 378. So for this one, you can see the n here is equal to 0 minus -3, but I prefer you guys to convert it into 0 plus 3. And this one, we don't have this. We don't need to use this. So we'll be changed to year 1, and year 2, and year 3. And you have 378. Okay, so convert this one. Convert this one to this one. So it will be easy to finding the year difference is equal to 3. So you have, so for here, this is your P, and this is your F. Because P we normally see is present, and F we normally see is the future. So your P is equal to 358 times, sorry, with 1 plus I, N is equal to 3. That is going to be 378. So that is goes through the this problem. Okay, so this will be the last chance I'm doing this.
Question?
Yeah.
So the time adjustment factor, that equation is F equals P 1, 1 plus I and N. That's the equation?
So that is the equation for time adjustment factory, right? So that is for the time adjustment factory. Is 1 plus I, and N is the power. That is correct. And
But
that
if
is
F equals,
that
so
that is the same as this equation. But if we doing this, so we call this is F the cost, and this is P is the cost. And in the meantime, this F can be the index, and the F P here can be the index. So basically they are the same thing. So we're using the index here to finding this I, and then using this I to finding the cost. Does that make sense? So you can treat this one as a cost.
so when you add F and P, it's still the time adjustment factor?
When you add in the F and the P, that is not the factor. That is exactly the cost.
So what do I
Because,
call this equation?
quote, which one?
The one with the F and the P.
That is, so that equation, the name is the factor value.
The equation is the time adjustment factor. He just plugged in the numbers for it.
Yeah, that equation has its term is called factor value. So you will learn this from 446 again, which is the financial accounting and organization. So, but I believe you should have learned this one before this class. But if not, that will be a mistake for this CM curriculum. So, anyway, so we only using this 1 plus I and power here as a factory for the time adjustments, but we were using this one. So basically, it's easy to understanding. You put in the number in, then you're getting this equation, and we're using the given the number to solve the I, and once we define the I, then we can put in the number back, and then we can get it. Because when we're doing our case study 1, for this one is only called the time adjustment. So we directly put in the F here and the P here, right? So this is a time adjustment, how to get in your factor cost. But when we doing the combination, and with the better to separate them and list this one as the time adjustment factory, because we also have the location adjustment factory and also the size adjustment factory, right? So we do it like this. So come back to here, how to solve the I. So you will divide this one by each side, and you will have 1 plus I, the n power is equal to 378 divided by 358. And we know this n here is 3, so we put in 3 here. And we're getting 1 plus I is equal to right? And then we're getting I is equal to -1. So this is I. So I will be a number less than 1, right? So anyone can give me this number?
Yeah,
We
it's
are
0.010.
0.0
Mm-hmm. 103.
03.
Oh wait, no. Sorry,
No,
no.
that's
Did
wrong.
that? Yeah, I did that wrong. I put a
I think it's
different number in
82.
the index.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a 0.0182.
0.0182, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So we already solved it from
Last week. Or
last class here.
Mhm.
So here is the finding the I, first, second, right? And we're putting back in here, and we're getting this one. And then once we know this one, then we will be able to work on it, right? So anyway, so that is the how to getting the I. So I'm getting an additional page here. So once we get in this I, and we will see our time factory is equal, that is 1 plus I, right? And n power here. So we still not know about the n. So let's go to see n. So so in that one, you are getting another straight line over here. We will do a cash flow check again. So we know that project is 2 years ago, and we're going to do a new one in 3 years from now. Okay, 2 years ago, -2, -1, 0, 3 years from now, 1 year from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now. So we know this one is your cost for the past or present, and this is your cost of your future. And we convert this one into we should using this one plus 2, right? Convert this one into 0. And in the meantime, -1 plus 2, you're getting 1. 0 plus 1. So 0 plus 2, you're getting 2, 3, 4. And this one, 3 will be changed to 5, right? So that is your cost for your present, and this is your cost for your future. So from here, we can easily to see n is equal to 5 using this 5 minus this 0, you're getting 5. Or you can using this 3 minus this -2, you're getting 5. So I'm not allowing you guys to do this. Please do this. So you needed to convert this flowchart to a present one. So present means 0 year from now, and getting the future is f. All right. So any questions so far?
What were we solving for here? Well, I know we're
See
solving
that-
for n, but this is 5 years.
This is 5 years. Yes.
From now?
Yeah, 5 years from now. Because we given information is 2 years ago. And 3 years from now, that we're going to propose to do. And we converted this 2 years ago to 0, and convert this year from now to 5 years from now, okay? Any more questions?
Yeah, do you want to see both drawings or can we just do the bottom one right away?
We needed to see both drawings. So if you're doing any time adjustment, you are going to have your 4 drawings. This is your first one. This is your second one. This is your third one, and this is your fourth one. So you will have 4 cash flow chart. That makes sense?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So any more question? If you come later last class, and this is kind of like the review sense. So Morgan,
I'm good.
you're good. Okay. Josh, you're good.
Yes, sir.
Josh.
Yes, sir. I'm good.
Okay. So who asked the question before is Asher, right? Let me see.
Dr. Yuhan, in the time adjustment, are we putting the value of I then?
Yes.
And are we
You're
putting
right.
it as a percentage or?
Put as exact value. So now you're getting all those information. So you have your time adjustment factor is equal to 1 plus 0.0182, right? And the n here is 5. So this is your time adjustment factor.
Yes, Dr. Yuhan, I'm following. Appreciate you.
Okay, that's great. So okay, so we got this time adjustment. So what is the number for this one?
It's going to be 1.0948.
Okay, once you're getting all those, right, we have this is the time adjustment factory. We have this is size adjustment. We have this is location adjustments. So we can easily to getting one is your cost of your future project is equal to your cost of your present project times with time adjustment factory times with your location adjustment factory times with your size adjustment factory. Then you will get your cost F is equal to the cost P, which is from here 2197540 times with time adjustment 1.0948 times with your location adjustment, which is 0.948. 35 and times with your size adjustment, which is 1.428. So that is equal to how many dollars?
You ready for the number, Dr. Young?
Yes, yes.
Okay, it's 3,697,053. Oh, Dr. Young, it's 3,697,053.
Okay, 3,697. All right, so that is kind of like the how we combine them together and putting it here, right? So so the reason we do this is because it's more information given here, and we will combine those three together. So if we only do like a time adjustment, so basically you only have this, right? The cost with your time adjustment factor. If you don't have a location adjustments, that will be only like this. If you only have a size adjustment, that will be like this, right? So so we have the general equation here, and then we can make it used for all of them. So what's time now? So there are 30 minutes left. I don't believe we will be able to do a quiz like that one, but we can find another example and do more demo here. Does that make sense? Or is that a good plan for you guys today?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So I'm pausing the recording here. I'm going to find another quiz and then I'll share on the screen and then we can start to work on it. All right, so so here will be example here. So if you see this one, that is because it's come from a previous semester is a quiz. So I can tell you for next Tuesday, you will see the same table again. That is for a quiz. So what we're doing here, I may change the numbers. So those numbers are actually randomly created, right? So let's reading it. So you are using time, location, time, and the location index to estimate the cost for a building contain 8,000 square feet floor. And the building is to be constructed in 2 years from now in City A. And the cost of the similar type of project is contained 4,000. So maybe next time I will change this one to 3,000, and this is still 4,000. Was completed 4 years ago in City E for cost of this. So for this given information, we will find out this is your cost for your past or present, right? And this is your size. The size for the future. And this is your size for your present. And your time index is kind of like the 2 years ago, 3 years from now. And your city index here is A. So this one will be your index for the future. And 4 years ago is E. So this is your index for your post, right? So those are the information we have in there right now. So first we asking you to do the cash flow chart because we needed to use in the F is equal to P1 plus I and part here to find I. So we have 4 year ago, 3 year, 2 year, 1 year, and the current. So we have the 4 year ago with the index here, and this is your P, and this is your future time index. So you have 3, 6, 18, 4, and 14, 3, 16, 2, and we converted this one into 0, and 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're getting I, we're getting I is equal to I'm writing the general equation here. I is equal to F divided by P with N squared roots minus 1. So you are getting here N is equal to 4 here divided by minus 1. So when you have the number, please let me know. I'm going to write in the next flowchart here. So we know our project is completed in 2 years ago. And we're going to find a project in 4 years from now. So we convert this one into 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. So we have our cost P here, and we're looking for the cost F. So our time adjustment factor will be equal to 1 plus I. N here, N is equal to 6 minus 0 equal to 6. So we choose 6, getting a number here. So yeah, so when you have the number, please let me know. I'm currently waiting here to getting your numbers for I and getting your numbers for this time adjustment factor.
I got 0.0431.
0.0
4 0 3 0.00 431.
Okay. The yellow is not visible, so 0 0.043. So it's not 8, it's 3, okay? All right, so this is I. And then you put in here 1 plus 0.0431 and 6 power, and then what's number you get here? It doesn't matter, and then let's keep working on the. So you don't need a you don't need a really need to get in this number, right? So you can put in this number into your final calculation, but if you can get it and putting it 4 decimal place, what is it?
1.288.
And you only have 3 decimal place here.
4 at the end.
4. Okay. Grace, do you get in the same number?
For which one? For the time
For the
adjustment?
yeah, time adjustment factory.
Let me see, I just had to erase it. I had used the wrong index.
Okay. So yes, always using the smallest and the largest, the most year difference. So it's no matter what is here, that may be changed to 6 years ago, then you are using this one. So and this may be changed to 4 years from now, and you're still using this one, right?
Dr. Yuhan, should the F over P inside of the radical, shouldn't that be city A over city E?
Hold on. This is time. So this is time
Okay.
adjustment. This is time adjustment using timetable.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Josh, you have any question?
Nah, I'm just writing stuff down.
Okay, so yeah, maybe we can continue, and when you write down, when you review it, you may have question, and you can ask him, or you can text or call me. So that works, and also you can review this recording. I normally post it when it's processed, so take about half hour, and then you will see it in today. So okay, so that is a time adjustment. Madison, I'm finally asking you, do you have any question here? It's weird. I have 26 students before, but right now it's only 21. Some left. So anyway, it's the choice. So I'm sending the text to a couple of the student in the chat, and please respond to me.
Dr. Johan, was that all for today's class?
No, we're still working on it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I sent to Trava, I sent to Sid, I sent it to Kana, I sent to Helen, I sent it to Reiner, I sent to Asher. So if you see information, a direct message to you, please let me know you are doing good right now, and then we can move forward to the location adjustment and also the size adjustment for this question. And again, so your quiz will be very similar like this one in next Tuesday morning. So I got one response. That's good. So yes, please always take advantage about the video recording. So
I have a question.
go ahead.
When we're doing the like finding the different numbers, do you want us to always like box like the different like when we find I, circle that the time
Oh,
adjustment, or just circle like the final answer?
Oh no, I do this is because I given is an interim result here. I'm waiting you give me a response. So for your assignments, you don't need to have the box. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
For your own one, you don't need to have the box. I'm putting the box here as a blank value here, waiting for you for your inputs here. So yeah, I understand that most of you doing your final results with a box to highlight that is it. So it's fine. So we don't need to have it. So I'll check it one by one. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. So all right, let's move forward since we only have 10 minutes left for today. So the next one we are doing is the location adjustment, right? So the location adjustment factory is equal to your index feature, which is from city A, right?
Yes, and over city.
Divided by city E. So that will be equal to 1025 divided by 1240. So this is a small number. Grace, do you have this number now?
Yes, is 0.8266.
Is the class end by 9:15? No, this class ended by 10. Okay, so anyway, if you want to leave, you can leave. I'm keeping recording here. Okay, and then the size adjustment, which is the last one. So this will be equal to 8,000 divided by 4,000, right? So equal to 2. So your cost is equal to the cost we already know 68 times with 1.2884 times with size adjustment and times with 2, and you get your final answer here. So so this is your cost. Okay, so that's all.
Do you want the cost? Do you want the number?
I don't need this number. I'm not going to put in the number here.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah. But if you already have it, you can put it here, and maybe someone want to have it. So, Chris, can you tell me the number?
Yeah, I have a different time adjustment than you though.
So, what time adjustment you have?
After doing the 1 plus 0.0881,
Uh-huh.
and then it's to the 6th power. Oh no, I have a different number for you than you from that.
From the I, right?
From
So this you have a different number.
n, you have n equals 4 plus 2. Yeah.
Yeah, it's 6. N is 6.
But then why do you have this? What's this 0.43 from?
This is from your sorry.
Okay, I see.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is from your I.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now I just put the wrong number in there. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So maybe you can have this number when you do review for this one, but that is very easy multiples. So all right. So that's the end of the class for today. I'm going to stop the recording.
Wait, Dr. Yuhan, you said the number was what? The N?